What up, peeps? So, this is a live feed, of course, and there's a few things we need to go over. One, I did release a natal chart 101, like how to read your natal chart. Also, I had some information about how to grow your YouTube page. That video is getting deleted. It sucks. I can admit that video sucks. But speaking on the video of how to grow your natal chart 101 and all that, I feel it sucks because I didn't share as much knowledge as I actually have about it. And I'm actually right now reading Cosmic Karma, which is by Marguerite Manning. And it's like we were talking about how people are starting and ending a lot of cycles, karmic connections. This is about understanding your karmic contract with the universe. Whatever your soul agreed to have you born here. You know, whatever that was. Some would call it their life purpose. But if you want to, you should definitely get this book. I'm reading it. I'm going to share information about it as I learn how to spiritually navigate my natal chart. Spiritually, not just how to navigate it in general for readings. But I've read bits of it so far. And, you know, it's very moving. But I want to read you one of the quotes that moves me. Well, I'm a William Shakespeare fan anyway, so of course it'll move me. But it said, "When he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars. It will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to garnish sun." I really think that's saying, you know, in order for there to be light, there has to be dark. So kind of like Dance in the Rain. I feel that's important right now with all the retrogrades and the stuff that's going on with the sun. Like a lot of readers aren't reading right now. I am, but I kind of find bliss in duality. Like I'm around a lot of way worse stuff than energies of the moon. So reading sometimes through tough energies actually is very relaxing for me. But, you know, you can also hear from many readers, like, there's your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus, which, if you're reading or viewing a reading for love advice or relationship advice, always at least check out your Venus, check out your sun sign, check out your Venus. I also go as far to, if I have a whole bunch of one sign in my chart, like I have like Cap in 3 or 4 places, I check that too. But, you know, it's a breakdown. It's a very good book about recognizing why you're here, why you keep running in this certain love connections, learning the same fucking lessons, or shit's happening the same way because you're not learning the lesson. Sorry, I'm trying to find something specific right here that I read because I don't want to misinform you. Because there's a lot of differences between Western and Vedic. One of the most popular readers on YouTube, Sal, reads Vedic, which he's highly accurate in my opinion. Here it is. So, I think if you are going to a reading for a general reading, like career-based reading, general reading, should definitely look into what's in your Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Which, if you know a little bit about natal charts, you know that it has a sign in every planet. So incorporate those. And with every reading, you know, you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't. Like, especially right now, I think looking at where those lie as far as signs, what signs you have in those planets will really help you through this moon energy and all these retrogrades. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to read this book over the next few weeks. probably definitely drop a way more in-depth natal chart video. And also, speaking of, on the 22nd, which was yesterday, I was open for personal readings. There's lots of information about that down below in the description. But there's also one thing that went wrong with that too. So do not send money to the Shadow the Truth Tarot PayPal or email the Shadow the Truth Tarot at outlook.com. I don't actually have a phone number, and they didn't tell me this when I made it, which I kind of knew of it, but I thought it might change because a lot of things are changing lately. But you need a phone to make a new email address with Google. Like, not a Wi-Fi phone number, but actual phone that works. You can have a real phone number. I don't have one of those right now. I'm transient. Woohoo. Might have not known it, but now you do. So I had to choose between using my personal email address and a very, very old email address that I had from probably my teenage years. So if you want to book a reading, the links in the description below should now say to email me at lovestinkies@hotmail.com, which there's a story behind why I'm actually okay with using it now. Every person I've told about the decision that have heard that email address is just like laughing, like, are you serious? But yeah, you would send your request for a reading to lovestinkies@hotmail.com. And if you wanted to donate, or the way that you pay for that through PayPal, there will be a link down there, like paypal.me or whatever. But that's Shadow the Truth Kid, because originally that's one of my nicknames. Originally, that was the name for this page. But after doing some research, I thought while we were originally growing, or I'm originally growing the fan base here, I guess, or people that resonate with me, that feel that I'm helpful, it'd be better to go with Shadow the Truth Tarot for algorithm reasons. And on to another random knowledge thing. Lots of people have read this book. I'm in a book club. Actually, be going to the Tattered cover soon to meet a random person that is going, or has written a random book that I'm going to read to get signed to go to a signing. But yeah, I'm reading Eat, Pray, Love. Lots of things to learn there. I probably got to page 27 already, and I'm just like, whoa, why am I 28 and acting and feeling so fucking old? Like, I want to go travel the world, and, well, I already eat a lot of food, but yeah, you get the point. So yeah, this was just an update, pretty much to let you know. The native chart videos getting deleted because I'm learning so much more knowledge. I actually have spiritual gurus around me now, and I follow a lot of readers on YouTube, like Sal, Sunshine Tarot, House of Ocean. Those are my top 3 right there, and I think it's like a OG astrology. I watch a lot of readers because honestly, the more that I read for you guys and the more that I learn about the tarot, the more interesting my life becomes. So I can't read for myself or for shit anymore. Like, I get the basics of it, but then I'm just like, do I really care what's going on in my life? Things are pretty good. I need to stop crying. So yeah, I don't think I'll be doing any more readings today. I don't think I'll do. Well, I will do readings tomorrow because, like I said, my upload days will be Saturday through Tuesday. I started uploading actually last Friday, so I've been going from Friday to Tuesday, which I've gotten some hate from. Well, I think someone that probably was spiritual at one point, telling me that real tarot readers don't do multiple reads and upload multiple reads a day. So I'm also wanting to give a message to you in this. If you have people telling you how to do something that you do, that you know about, and you know they don't know a whole lot, or it's something they used to do, but 10 years ago and times changed, don't let someone bring you down and give you some bad advice. Because I could have got ate up about, like, oh, I'm not really good at reading tarot because this one person threw hate at me because you shouldn't be reading multiple tarot readings a day. Every YouTuber that I know that does tarot readings does multiples, dailies, weeklies, monthlies. The messages are there. What? Sorry, there was a message there and I barely got to read most of it. Um, but yeah, I'm open to personals now as of 24 hours ago. Um, Giving you the message, don't let anyone bring you down or stand in your way. There's gonna probably be a lot of hate thrown at people, a lot of people thinking about past and shit. Like, be confident, vibe high, go near water, meditate. Don't let the shit fucking bother you, because if taters are gonna tate, son. Like, that's all it is. If you're trying to do something or make something for yourself, chase a dream. If you have haters, take that as a fucking sign that you're making progress. Otherwise, why would they take the time of day to tell you something that's going to bring you down? Think about it. I really don't know what else to say. This is probably going to turn into some kind of chill session, but it's not like I can have a real good chill time. I don't have a lot of followers yet, even though I am so thankful for the 125 plus I've gained in 6 weeks. This is pretty much what I do outside of metaphysically healing myself. To get personal here, I have general anxiety disorder and I have major depressive disorder, and I'm getting diagnosed for MS. So yeah, I know about getting through some hard times. Hold on, I just had a message pop, or I think it was like a comment. So I'm going to go read your comment, whoever just commented. You might hear my crappy voice for a second. Nope, on a replay. I mean, you're hearing my crappy voice now, but yeah. Aries and Pisces. Well, you're lucky I'm bored, so fuck it. I guess we can. I do have my cards here with me. Well, we're gonna go with the most popular deck because I happen to have the Gilded deck right on hand. And they say good artist comes prepared, right? Let me put my cloth out on my table for one. Just because I feel like all the shuffling and this and that and everything is quite loud inside it. It's colorful. Oh, where am I? Alright. Brandy Smith. So, let's shuffle here. How does Mr. Brown feel about Brandy? How does this Pisces in question feel about this Aries? Water and fire. How does Mr. Brown feel about Brandy? What's the relationship between this Aries and this Pisces? By the way, if anyone else is viewing this and have a question, let's just call it a free-for-all here. I've got roughly an hour before I have to leave you guys until tomorrow. How does the Aries, Mr. Brown, feel about the Pisces, Brandy? So I'm just going to do a love spread. Because I'm sorry, 3 cards of yes and no never feels like enough for me. So cut the deck. So, 5 of Pentacles. It's complicated. Obviously, you wouldn't ask. There's some kind of complication. Could be money problems. Don't read too far into that quite yet. Draw some cards around it. Ooh. So, someone here, I want newness, like a renewal of a spark, or to start over again, or to start again, or someone wants to begin something with someone. Or, you could just want to know. That could be why you're asking the Fool. You don't really know anything, so therefore you're going to ask. So that could be your energy, Pisces. You don't really know, so you're asking what that could explain the Fool energy here. And it could be complicated because you don't know. I know when I don't know something because I'm a warrior, that shit will drive me crazy. Then you have a Death card. It's random because I was talking about cycles in this video. Don't freak out about the Death card, by the way, Brain. This could just mean that something is about to begin or something is ending. Whatever resonates. I think it could be something about to begin if this is a person you've never had something with. And there's a possibility, even if it's a person you've had something with, it could be either or. That talking to them about a new beginning could end what relationship you have now, or it could begin a new level of the relationship. So it's not really clarifying yes or no here, but I'm doing a love spread, so it's more so explaining the whole situation now and the future outcomes. Got the Queen of Pentacles, which, considering you're a Pisces, I know a lot of Pisces could fall on Capricorn energies through like cusps, moon sign, so you might have some earth somewhere in your natal chart. Or you could be very focused on money or very focused on balancing a situation or trying to be emotionally balanced in this. Thinking of, giving a love offer. Thinking of saying, hey, I like you, but it's not like you're going to rush out and say it. You're definitely going to see if there's a vibe there. You're definitely going to want some foresight into this. Like, earth energies aren't fast moving energies. Then you got the Wheel of Fortune. So with what I see here, I definitely feel that there's a connection between you two, whether it's new or your exes. I'm not sensing any third party energy yet. I'll tell you that much. I mostly only see you here and the fact that there is opportunity for something with this person, but you don't know if you want to pursue or not because you feel that they could be in a complicated situation, which obviously, if you think there might be a third party energy, that can make shit complicated. Two of Cups coming together. So I would say you and your Aries are going to come together, which I think you're pretty smart, being a Pisces and intuitive. So I would say there's probably no other person. There's no third party. I don't see one here. I see a balanced love offer. I see a new beginning, the Wheel of Fortune turning, something new starting here with the Fool. Right now it's complicated because you don't know. You're welcome. I'm going to finish it out for you. They got two more cards to go, baby. Yeah, Two of Swords. I think you just got to choose to be open to having this new connection so the Wheel of Fortune can turn on your favor. Choose to communicate. because, you know, it can't be a choice between two. He's married. See, that's why it's complicated. I mean, because I'm here on this side, it's your side with the earth energy. There's two cups of love. So that's also a choice. Like, both of these are cards of choice. And with you revealing the fact that he's married, you know, he's making a choice too, though, because he's got a choice card on his end. So there are feelings for you. But you do know what they say. Like, I mean, a death card could, like, is his marriage healthy or not? Because this death card is the ending or beginning of something, and the Wheel of Fortune can be something going in your favor or something not. And that's on his side. So, I mean, if the marriage is healthy, you know what they say, it's really hard to break up a healthy marriage. You can't take someone unless they wanted to be taken. But if the marriage isn't healthy, who's to say that he doesn't leave to begin a new cycle and leave the ex? Because, I mean, he's had an ex in the beginning of it. Let's see what your outcome card is. Ten of Wands, burden. I definitely think you're up in your head about choosing whether or not to pursue this. And he's definitely choosing or having a choice between the wife and you. I don't know, something really like I'm getting, I would never tell anyone this because I know like they almost never leave their wives. But I really have this feeling because this is fire and burdens and walking away from him. Like, I kind of feel like he's gonna leave his wife. I kind of feel like he might have a crappy wife. I don't know. That was interesting. But yeah, I don't think there's no third party energy because I mean, just because someone's your wife on paper doesn't mean you still love them. Well, if he's happily married, you know, did you really need a reading to tell you that it's complicated, that you both have to make a choice? Because that's all it's really showing me, that you want to come in with an offer and a new beginning, but the outcome's burdens. Like, I think maybe he's feeling burdened. But I mean, if he's telling you that he's happily married, loyalty in this day and age is rare. For one. But honestly, why would you want someone that's not available for you? Why would you want a married man? See, that's this confliction. It's conflicting for you and it's burdening for him. That, and if you truly love someone and you knew they were happily married, don't you think trying to break that marriage up would hurt the person you love? Yeah, I think that's why the burden card was there. You know? That's no good. That doesn't seem like that's the kind of guy you want anyways. Yeah, your ships will come in, girl. Let that one go. I still don't feel he's happily married because, I mean, you can't possibly be happily married if you were talking romantically to another female. I just feel like most guys, whether they're happily married or not, no guy that's creeping ever really leaves his wife. There's guys that swear up and down who've been creeping around with women behind other women's backs for years because their marriage is miserable. And they're like, I'm gonna leave my wife for you. I love you. Bat, bat, bat. And they don't fucking leave their wives. Like, that could have been that energy because it's conflicted. It was like, I don't feel like he is happy with his wife, which is probably why he talks to someone like you. But then when you reciprocated what the bullshit he was giving out, that is true. Thank you, Lee Love. I love anyone that loves simple shit in life, like my readings. I'm glad it helps. It's gonna throw me into a funny story. So, back when I was around 17, I used to hang out with a lot of Wiccans and go to drum circle, and I was Wiccan for a while. Got the tattoo to prove it, but I was Wiccan for a while. And as most know, some might not know, I am transient due to illness, not due to lack of effort. I've had jobs, I've worked lots of places. I'm an amazing cook, but going and working somewhere for 2 months to go be in the hospital for 2 months because you have a neurological infection slash autoimmune disease, not fun. So I've been transient here in Denver. I've worked on Forest of Doom, if you've been there in Denver. It's a Halloween event we've had for 2 years. Probably won't be doing it this year because it won't be in Denver from what I'm hearing. It'll be in Michigan. And sorry, I visited Michigan once and oh god, all the stuff in the air. I don't want to do it again. Registered nurse. I will tell you, I don't even have to do a card reading to tell you if you are or if you aren't going to be something because honestly, if you have the drive for it, if you educate yourself in it, if you truly want to be or do something, you will. Point blank. Point blank. Do you want to be a nurse? Will you do the work to be a nurse? Because if the answer to both those questions are yes, then yeah, you will be. It's that simple. A lot of what we want and what happens in our life starts up here in our minds, the way that we think about it. Actually, yeah, I did teach myself tarot by watching other tarot readings and learning the cards as they popped up in my own readings. And then back to my story I was kind of telling. So I was at an atheist homeless feed. They serve like ramen noodles and stuff. They have clothes and they usually have like these boxes full of books. I usually never look in the boxes full of books because I mean, I hang out in the library full of books. Yes, I'm a Libra that hangs out in the library. And this is the second time in my life that I've ended up hanging out, kind of being nerdy in the library for years. The first time I was like 13, and all I read was astrology and astronomy books. So I'm not really as new to tarot as some may think. I'm just new to the cards. But, anyways, I had this weird feeling. I was like, hey, let me go see what books they have over here for the first time ever. So I moved one book. Boom! There was this deck in a box with the manual to it. So being that I was Wiccan for a while and I knew about Sylvia Brown and my mom was really into the Zodiac, You know, my first response to seeing these cards, because I was going through major shit in my life. I was being manipulated and deceived and completely played off of my heart and my emotions by the person that I was with during that period of time. I'm not going to say the sign, I'm not going to say the name because that's irrelevant and that's kind of hateful. Because he feels it's burdensome, probably. He's conflicted. You gotta think, if y'all have ever had intimate conversations, Brandy, and he's married and he feels any guilt about that, once the guilt builds, it's gonna be a bit avoidant of you. Just like if you ever really go through a traumatic experience with people and then you get out of it, sometimes we lose those people as we lose that version of ourselves. Story I was telling. Yeah, so I saw the tarot cards and the freaking thing with the book, and I was like, well, I cussed. I don't even know what cuss words we can't, but I was like, shit, because I knew. You know, I knew the cards were coming to me because I needed guidance. Like, the divine wanted to protect me from this person. I mean, I was really kind of sick then. I actually just went on a 2 week respite because I was kind of sick. I was being taken advantage of. Lots of women coming at me. I didn't really know what to do. And then these cards came to me. So, you know, I was Googling them. I was studying them. I was reading the book. And I kind of got it, but I was kind of like, all right, cool. I think this is cool, but I have no one to share it with. And I'm not really completely understanding how this works with tarot reading. So I had this ingenious idea. I was like, I wonder if they have tutorials about tarot reading on YouTube. Turns out they have tarot readers on YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and shout them out and go ahead and give props to this, but Sunshine Tarot helps me through probably one of the roughest times ever. Like, one of the roughest times ever in life. Like, to the point where it was funny because at one point, like, she started uploading videos at like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, which is when I wake up, through the thick of it on a daily. I'm like, oh my God, it was like going to church. I'm just like, she's gonna let me know the shit that's gonna come at me today. So I either can, like, I know it's coming, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal, or I can like dodge it. I was dodging tower moments. And then, you know, then I found Sal and learned a little bit about the Vedic. So, like, just all these tarot readers, and I started learning the cards. Yeah, a passionate moment for me here. I started learning the cards by seeking advice and help from other readers, researching individual cards, talking to other people and being open about it. It actually turns out MHCD, the place that I received some treatment for having major depressive disorder and general anxiety disorder, which sucks. So I have ADD too. Like, I also have a genius certificate, so I'm really smart. My brain's really fucked up in their opinion. But there's a lot of spiritual people there, and among, like, they used to have this little book where you can sign up for classes and stuff, and they had the sheet for the longest time, like, tarot reader. So I decided to get over my anxiety disorder and the fact that, you know, I'm not tarot, I'm into the tarot, I'm getting back into my Wiccan natural occult like self. I asked I asked the music therapist there, because I participate in music therapy, and you'll probably see me playing yucca on this channel. And as I get more over my general anxiety disorder, I also write songs, I also rap, and I was a DJ for a period of time here. So I do a lot of music things in life. But she told me that, you know, they have had tarot readers come in. They don't have a tarot reader there. And she didn't know too much about it to ask the person that ran meditation and stuff. So I ended up asking that person. And anxiety's the fucking worst. It makes me want to rip my flesh off. That's what actually took me so long to open up the personal readings. Wasn't due to doubting myself. It's the fact that there's another person in front of me and we're gonna have this connection and a personal conversation. I'm gonna have this personal conversation with this person face to face. Like, and it's whew. But anyway, so I asked the lady that runs meditation about that ad in there saying that they had tarot to come in. So during this period of time, I was still dealing with an ex and getting guidance, and I thought such a horrible fucking person, but they literally, the experience I had with them made me who I am now. I probably would have never picked up the tarot. I wouldn't have had a reason to. So, you know, sometimes bad shit happens to make great shit happen. But so I asked her about it and she was like, she hasn't came in a while, but we could book one. So, you know, they booked one, I missed it. They booked another one, I missed it. But tomorrow, I actually get to meet a spiritual guru that is going to talk to me about ascension masters and spirit guides and all this stuff. So, my the mental health company that I go through is actually, in a way, they're teaching me how to be more spiritual, and they're the ones that provided this book. They're the ones that provided this book. And on top of that, they provided me with my second and my third deck. So how I came to read tarot stories kind of crazy. Like, tarot came to me. All my decks were given to me by spiritual people. And I used to have a YouTube that I used to do dance videos on a long time ago. And then, you know, I was watching tarot readers on YouTube and stuff. I have general anxiety disorder, which is why I don't DJ right now. He probably does like you, but I wouldn't say it's for the right reasons. I mean, just put it this way. If he's married to someone now and he's not happy, but he won't leave her, he's pursuing other women, say even if he leaves her to get with you, what makes you think he won't do the same thing to you? Because if we're all the same, then she's no different, which means that he doesn't have loyalty. I'd also just check out the Aries reading. Yeah. Because I don't know, I have a few Aries friends right now that definitely have been thinking and talking about cheating on their people. So I'd say Aries really isn't in a good place right now. I almost want to like they could be dangerous. Like, they're kind of not in a good place right now. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. Yeah. I mean, and Pisces, I know you want to be loved. I mean, one of my exes that I don't really have too much of a good relationship with, most people would say I probably should hate her, but I don't. Like, she inspired a lot of growth in me. She's a Pisces. And I know deep down, beyond anyone's mental disorder, beyond any of the shit that comes out of anyone's mouth, we were born with the desire to be loved. But I don't think if anything comes between you two, it's out of love. Not with Aries. Not right now. Aries, right now, they're very open to it all, good or bad. And I think they're kind of, I'm hearing, looking for comfort any means necessary. But I I really would just stay away from him. I'd find someone that was available for you. I wouldn't mess with married. Ring. That even has a ring to it. Don't mess with married. It's horrible. Never even, I haven't been married personally. No one's been that moved by me or me that moved by anyone. But yeah. Woo. So tough. I can feel the energy off that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to say anything bad about Aries because it's not like the Aries friends that I've had a lot of Aries. Like my mother's an Aries. You know, I know Aries. Nor any other sign has cruel intentions or very selfish intentions. But also with the retrogrades and the moons right now, I wouldn't make any major decisions. I'd make no moves. I just do what you're doing, make no moves. Like, I mean, I'm getting through it pretty well, but I'm different. Like, my whole life, I've literally lived, breathed fucking chaos. I'm just saying, like, I'm giving it to you real. I wouldn't. I'd choose to be and fall for someone that's available. Vibrate like with people you vibrate with. You know, like this guy's not available. And sometimes when relationships and marriages get really complicated, it just becomes easier to open up to somebody else. But that could come off so many different ways and open up so many doors that nobody really meant to open up. Because I'm just saying, if he says he's happily married, you should happily walk the fuck away. Point blank. Even if he said he wasn't happily married, even if he's like, oh, my wife's a bitch. Well, you're a pussy if you don't have enough balls to leave her. And if you're talking about your wife like that, like I said before, you're no different. You're no different than this wife in the end. If he does something fucked up to her, he'll do something fucked up to another woman. Well, then you should definitely set those boundaries. Be friends. Friends is perfectly fine. But it's not fine if you're going to bury feelings to be his friend. That's not healthy for you. Don't let this be one of those like unrequited love things. Like always waiting for him to come to you, choose you, or leave the wife. Because I can feel that you have feelings there for him. But knowing you're a Pisces, I also know that you can be a friend with someone that you care about and let the love go, because beginning and end, let things cycle through you. You can accept platonic love, friendship like love. I'm a Libra, so yeah, see, he started a relationship with you based off false pretenses, which is why shit's complicated right now. He didn't show you him. He showed you what you wanted him to be at that moment, which was attractive, probably someone you vibed with. And then when it came to the point of, ooh, sorry, I don't like general anxiety disorder. I don't like the popo. He's probably like, who the fuck is this bitch talking to? Well, I'm glad you like my shuffling because I totally got told. I don't even want to talk about this anymore, but some chick tried to blast me last night because on Facebook they're like, people can't afford rent in Denver because of the pot. And I'm like, I posted on my Facebook, not because I'm sick of hearing that I can't afford to live in Denver because pot's legal here. I got apes for lower on the East Coast. But like she started talking about this time that she took me out on a date and spent $50, which we did everything that she wanted to do because she wanted to hang. I wanted to hang. I sometimes like I don't drink, okay? And we went out to go drink beer at one of the spots that she frequents. I have MS and you took me out to drink beer. No consideration for me there. But I'm like, hey, whatever, normal people drink beer. Told myself, be normal, have fun, do something normal because I never go out. I have general anxiety disorder. She was rude a couple times, I let it go. And then I realized maybe because I don't drink and I had drink, I'd forgot to, do that normal people thing where you're like, oh, thanks for the beer. So, I did write her back. I even told her then and there when she addressed it to me rudely, like, I'm sorry, I apologize. It was a little bit in the head. She was very apologetic about all these issues she brought up. And then she'd forgive me and started liking shit on my page again. But then I wake up this morning after going, people should Google gentrification and capitalism because that shit's happening all over the world. And that's why the rent prices in major cities that they're rebuilding through gentrification, you can't afford them. It wasn't directly at her, but yes, her post sparked up that fuck. I need to say something about this because it's pissing me off shit. And then I woke up to, did you tell him about the time I took you out and you didn't appreciate it or show gratitude? I deleted all this shit. I didn't even respond because in my head I'm like, no, but I had a conversation with you face to face before I left, apologizing for that and showing gratitude. And then again, I wrote you on Messenger doing the same thing. So I've apologized and showed gratitude and told you what was going on with me, which I was on medical respite at that time too. So like, no consideration for my situation. But then again, the chick doesn't really know me. She probably just thought oh, some spiritual young cutie to talk to because I've had nothing but 30 something and 40-year-olds come at me for a while now. But she all puts that on blast on Facebook and then tells me my dreads stink. I've had a girlfriend off and on for 6 months. I've gotten laid. I have friends that play with my hair and twist my hair. My dreads don't stink. But thanks for insulting my fucking dreads, you hateful whiny. Anyways, I got an undercut now too. Shit's pretty dope. So she starts insulting my dreads, insulting my card readings too. Like, she's like, when you shuffle a flipper's not a flipper in this, that, and the fucking third. But like I said, people will hate when they see you doing something. And like, she just. And never to mind, like the whole point behind hanging out was supposed to be so we could talk about spirituality because, it's not a common talked about thing, especially face to face. You don't meet someone you could just have an amazing spiritual conversation with. And my biggest whole thing that I've been stuck on, how can you be super spiritual and drink alcohol every fucking day? I drank that one time and I was like, oh my God, I have no fucking thoughts. Where's my inner voice? I'm still funny, I'm still my talkative self, but I was so spaced out. So of course I'm not gonna seem grateful, thankful. I'm gonna forget to be mindful because my mind's full of fucking alcohol. Super spiritual person. Give super spiritual person fear. Super spiritual person goes brain dead zombie mode. Makes sense to me. Dude, I'm just brain dead now. Like, I'm like, it's like turning my brain off. It goes from ADD mode to just, yeah. I gotta turn into that jackass that's just like, I don't know. But man, like that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you just literally probably said everything you could possibly say to trigger my major depressive disorder. Like, and this person knows I have that disorder. So it's like you basically said things to get me to want to kill myself for why? Because I told you You were wrong. That's the type of shit we don't need in the world. We need the opposite of that. You know? Like, that was hard for me to get through this morning. That's why I had to just delete them. I had to delete them. I had to block her. I'm like, see, this is the shit that happens. They also told me they had Scorpio in like every house. I shouldn't know they were bullshit when they told me that. I'm like, I know a little bit about natal charts, and I might be triple fucking Libra and like quadruple Virgo and Vedic, but no goddamn body's gonna have Scorpio, even in 9 out of 12 fucking planets. That's just yeah. She might have been a dude. I really think like she is a witch. She said she was a witch. Like, I swear every time I even talk about the fucking scenario, I'm just like, protect me, don't let this bitch juju me. But I am protected. And I got pretty little charms and stuff. But man, yeah, like, you know, and it's weird because it's like, as much as I want to control my MDD, like, sometimes the only defense I have with my MDD is my ego. Like, I have to tell myself that they just tripping or they just want me there. That's why they're being hateful. Like, I have to use my ego to save myself from my depressive disorder. I mean, something that's hard to talk about. I remember when they actually told me like that it wasn't bipolar, that I had MDD. It was a couple months after Chester from Lincoln Park took his life because of the same thing. I mean, that's the first time I've also had my whole family call me. Like, my whole family called me when Chester committed suicide because they finally understood what MDD kind of was. It's like a little voice in the back of your head that beats you up. And like, it got so bad at one point because I don't respond well to mood stimulants. They make me suicidal, so they can't give me a mood stimulant for it. But okay, there shall be no demons in here. Energy break that shit. No. She's probably talking about the person I was talking about. Y'all are both good. And no one was accusing anyone of being demonic. But yeah. I just came in here to chill, chat. I'm not gonna say I don't really have friends. I have a shitload of friends, but it's more like reaching out to my soul family, letting people know what's up. Because after getting some readings and doing some readings today, like, when it comes to that natal chart, how to grow your page fucking video I released, that shit. Like, I'm got so much more knowledge. Even then, like, I have so much more knowledge about those subjects that was just kind of crappy that I even put that video up with that little amount of information. But then again, I've been really going through it lately and so worried about growth and getting found on YouTube and the comments and the people that I help and the people that I've been meeting. I've been like, got caught up in this energy wave where like I like this kind of work. And I mean, I was helping people before these came. Been helping people my whole life. But I like helping people this way better. Like, I know I'm kind of hiding behind a computer screen, but it's more comfortable for me that way. But it's been about an hour here for us. Yeah, it's been about an hour. And the fucking intercom keeps going off telling me they're gonna close here soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be on here live. I'll also be uploading some more Lovers Lanes readings. And we could chit chat more. Yeah, I'd probably be a lot more funny and laughable. I'm quite the comedian, but I've actually been kind of stressed out lately, so I haven't been as funny as usual. And I'm getting used to this way of communicating with people. Ooh, that was weird.